Hi, my name is Rebecca Thomas. Most people know me as Becky. I am the Quality Analyst for the Customer Care team, the Auto Enrollment Support team, and the True Potential Investor Support team as well. So I have quite an interesting and diverse and busy role here at True Potential, working with three of our client-facing teams. I actually heard about True Potential probably about 6 years ago. My dad's one of our wealth management partners. So from hearing about him joining the company, I then actually got an interview, and I've actually been working for True Potential now for 5 years, which I was actually recently awarded a bottle of champagne for my 5-year service. So thank you very much, True Potential, for that. That will go down a treat this weekend, I'm sure. My day-to-day role consists of it starts off by doing stats for 3 different teams, and make sure that I send out the daily reports to team leaders and higher management, make sure everyone's staying on top of their daily SLAs, bonus structures, and getting the outgoing calls and things that they're required to do. The other side of my job as a quality analyst is to make sure that the quality of calls and conversations that the teams are having with clients are up to a high standard. I regularly listen to calls for each of the agents that we have and deliver feedback to them on a monthly basis. So back when we were working in the office, this was very much a face-to-face, sit down, have a structured meeting every month, where we would listen to the calls together. We'd go through the notes that I'd made on them. Since working remotely, it has changed a little bit. We now actually are using Microsoft Teams. And I do think that in a sense, it's actually improved the way that the team receive the critiques and the constructive criticism from me. I asked them to listen to their calls in advance. So not only am I marking their work, they are self-critiquing as well. So when it actually comes to the feedback meeting, we both have a chat about what we have picked up from the calls, if there's any areas we need to improve on, and also what areas are really working. And if there's a certain way to answer questions or speak to people, is this something that we can apply to the whole team? So I absolutely adore my job. Being a quality analyst is right up my street. I am a bit of a stickler for grammar and punctuation, and I really do appreciate good manners and customer service. And do think that these are just some of the basics that you'd expect to receive when you are speaking to someone at a customer service level. So to make sure that we are giving the best customer service we can to our teams, I do think it's quite important to keep on top of the support teams themselves and make sure that they're being the best that they can be when they're speaking to clients. So I do actually have a few feedback meetings booked in today. So what I am going to do is film a little bit of those, just so you can get a sort of first-hand look as to how they actually work and hear a little bit of feedback as well from the team. So we are here today. This is one of our feedback meetings. This is currently what the feedback meetings look like. Stark contrast from being in the office, but very thankful for Microsoft Teams at the moment. And we're here today with Cheryl, who's from the onboarding team, and her team leader, David.
Yeah, so I find it very beneficial to have the feedback calls. It's a little bit different, obviously not being in the office, but it's just exactly the same. Still get our chats with Becky, and it's really helpful just to make sure that we're doing all the right things when we're calling clients. So yeah, it's been really good.
So I think the meetings are really helpful with Becky because it makes you want to better yourself. You know where you're going wrong within your work, and you know what things you need to improve on. And even if you haven't done so well, Becky's really good with giving some constructive criticism and advice. Which is just really nice to talk to.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is where I typically work throughout the day. It's the dining table / office featuring Abbas. So usually just sit here throughout the day. On days I don't have meetings anyway, I'll sit here and I've got a great view of the garden, so you can see if it's nice and sunny or not as well. And of course featuring the cat bed, and the little terror that is Rogue is currently asleep on the sofa.
So this is our lunchtime walk. We do this a few times a week. We live right next to the wagonways, so that way takes you up to Newcastle. This way takes you towards the coast. So we've been having a little bit of a stroll here at lunchtime. But on weekends we tend to do a bit of a bike ride.
It's about 4 miles there, 4 miles back.
Yeah, with a pub in the middle.
Which is nice. And then yeah, we'll get to the bottom and we've got the sea, nice some fresh air, some nice sea air, and then I have to cart this one back.
So it's these little afternoon walks where we discuss sort of what we need to do next on the house. We moved into our new house at the very end of last year, so lockdown's been a really great excuse actually to get on top of a lot of the decorating that we needed to do. I say we, I'm very good at dictating.
That'll be me.
So yeah, this is where we come and get our inspiration, scroll through Pinterest, and then go back and actually get it done. My typical day consists of organising and collating each team's stats and SLA information. Each of the teams that I work with have various outbound tasks that they need to complete. For example, this could be calling clients to welcome them to True Potential or to discuss a recent transfer. So I'm responsible for collating this data, distributing it amongst the teams and making sure that it's completed within the appropriate time frame as well. Alongside their outbound tasks, they do also have a set SLA. So this ensures that incoming emails and messages are responded to within an appropriate set time frame and making sure that everyone gets a prompt response. On a weekly basis, I collate this data and get summaries as well from each of the team leaders. This all goes into a report that I create that gets sent over to our CEO, Daniel Harrison. Being able to reflect on positives of the week and areas as well that we feel that we can improve on, it definitely helps the team stay motivated and keep on top of giving the best customer service that is expected here at True Potential. A few things that we've been doing as a company as well throughout lockdown are various charity days, challenge weeks, very much keeping in touch with your team and raising team spirit and morale as well. Most recently we actually did a sports day challenge, not that sport inclined, so I actually got nominated to do our dizzy penalty challenge, and as my friends will tell you, I don't have much sense of balance. So you can just imagine how that went.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep going, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, keep going, 16, 17, keep going, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, one more, 25, now kick the football. Jump fell out, like, yes, I love it. Did you get the football? Maybe.
So something else that I like to do at the end of the day is actually do some yoga. So I turn my living room into a makeshift yoga parlour, light some candles, light some incense and stick a YouTube video on. So as you can see, it's nice and peaceful in here. It's now the end of the day, so I'm going to log off and start to relax. Thank you for watching my working from home video. I do hope that you've enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well to see a lot more content.